Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. On a little bit of a chilly day and a little bit of a windy day, but it's not wet.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yep. With Mike Schubert, this is Jeff Nelson here. We are bringing you Crawfordsville High School baseball.
Yeah.
I get into that basketball mode all the time.
Yeah.
We did NBA this weekend. The Athenians are 10-3 and ranked number 3 in the state. Mike.
Yes.
And Benton Central, Friday night's opponent, has jumped up one spot from 6 to 5.
Yeah.
And but today's business is a big business, and it's the Lebanon Tigers. They're 3-1 in the conference. Always a dangerous team to be taken on.
Yes.
This is, the Lebanon Crawfordsville rivalry goes back only about 100 years, Mike.
Yeah.
And it goes back to every sport. I remember Harvey Keller back years ago telling me, he said if these two schools had tiddlywink teams, you'd have to bring a couple of sheriff's deputies just to make sure that everything was handled
no
right.
doubt.
And so we're certainly looking to a good game today. Like I said, Lebanon got off to a slow start, but they've really come on strong in the conference now.
Yeah.
3-1, one game behind in the loss column. They did not get their Saturday game played, so they are one game short. Crawfordsville 5-0. After getting Frankfort taken care of on a 3-1 game, really, really well pitched game.
Yes, I listened to that.
Yeah,
that was good.
And that's been the story of this whole team. If our folks who are watching, if this is your first Crawfordsville game of the season, then you're in for a real treat. If this pitching continues to throw as well as they have all season long, and that's been the key, Mike, is that coming into this year. Plenty of returning veterans, plenty of firepower, a lot of hitters, and it was all going to be, can more than one guy step up and pitch, on a regular basis, and then can guys pitch regularly? Yeah. Everybody knew, Austin Warren's got a lot of potential, hasn't really, hasn't had a lot of opportunities in big game situations. Cam Saunders, same situation, has a lot of innings. But it was a lot of times with the number 2 guy, or maybe the 1.5 guys. They were looking for this, to see what the staff was all about. Well, now all of a sudden everybody's pitching well. I mean, there's just not a guy on this staff that's not throwing the ball well.
No. That's exactly right, and that's what makes this seem more exciting. We come out, we know we're going to be in about every game now.
Oh, absolutely right, absolutely right. So that, as we said, the Tigers, are 6-4. We're all 3-1. Conference standings, still early, obviously, with all kinds of games to be played. The Athenians, again, ranked number 3 in the state, are 5-0 and stand alone in first place. One game ahead in the loss column of both Danville and Lebanon, and Danville, I believe, has got Tri-West this week, and the Tigers, of course, have a doubleheader, if you want to call it that, tonight and Thursday night against Crawfordsville. Southmont, who stubbed their toe last night against Danville. They had their Saturday game had been rained out, and so or chilled out, or winded out, or whatever it was, the combination. Yeah. But they played that last night, and Danville came up with a 7-6 game, 7-6 win. The Mounties left the bases loaded in the top of the seventh inning. So, but Southmont stands in fourth place at 3-2. Then you've got Frankfort at 2-3, Tri-West 1-3, and then North and Western Boone still looking for their first wins. Right. North is 0-3. And Webo is 0-4, and Western Boone and Southmont are playing, I know, this week. So, Mike, as we know, there's way too many games to play to talk about anything other than what's in front of us right now.
Exactly.
And that's what the coaches always say. You know what? One pitch at a time, one hitter at a time, one at bat at a time, one game at a time. And Rick Cosgray will tell you the same thing. This has turned into a pretty darn good rivalry between these two schools and these two teams. These are two very good coaches. When Rick Cosgray took over with the Lebanon program, they were, once in a while they'd have a pretty good team, and once in a while they'd be mediocre, and then every once in a while they'd be kind of really so-so. Right. And so they have become a real factor in the Sagamore Conference.
They're always right there. Yeah.
Absolutely right. So it should be interesting tonight to see what's going on. So we need to take a time out, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Camera slowed up on me again.
So it's going to be a start. So it's going to start all over. Okay. Will you just tell me what's going on? Oh, okay. Got it. All right. So, folks, as we understand, we are having video problems. The camera has frozen up. Okay. All right. So I'm not very good with Justin Duggar's hand signals.
I know.
So the camera is frozen up. So we're going to have to We got to reboot the camera, so you're going to lose everything. For a few seconds. So just stay right with us if you're watching live, and if you're watching this day after tomorrow, just hang tight. We'll be right back.
Batting second, the shortstop, number 2, Nick Nyes. Batting third, the third baseman, number 22, Michael Reese. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 10, Ryan Nastev. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 4, Jarrett French. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 26, Drew Cosgrave. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Moore. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 8, Michael O'Connor. And batting ninth, the first baseman, number 14, Matthew Coddington. The Tigers are coached by Mr. Rick Cosgrave. And now, the starting lineup for your Crawfordsville Athenians. Leading off, the first baseman, number 21, Will Kellerman. Batting second, the second baseman, number 5, Carson Scott. Batting third, the center fielder, number 20, Josh Blackburn. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 34, Austin Warren. Batting fifth, your starting pitcher, number 24, Big Cam Saunders. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 6, Jake Decker. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 8, Cale McCarty. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 23, Caleb Coons. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 12, Henry Taylor. Taylor will be hitting for starting left fielder, number 29, Andrew Martin. Your Athenians are coached by Mr. John Froge. He is assisted by Rhett Welliver, Tony Bean, and Daryl Hobson. Tonight's umpires are Mr. Kevin Kirsch and Mr. J.D. Coy. Please direct your attention to the American flag located in right field. At this time, the Crawfordsville Community School Corporation and the IHSAA invite you to proudly stand and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America. Let's play Athenian baseball.
Well, we're going to watch some Athenian baseball here again with Mike Schubert. This is Jeff Nelson. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Athenians complex, where the 10-3 Crawfordsville Athenians will be taking on the 6-4 Lebanon Tigers. It's a big Sagamore Conference matchup, the first of 2 this week. The Athenians will be traveling to Lebanon for a big game at Memorial Park on Thursday. So, Mike, you just can't say enough about as we get deeper into the conference. Every game means more, means more, and means more.
Exactly. Yes, it does. And things are just going really, really good for us right now. And with the pitching and everything's going, it's just going to be fun to watch.
Cam Saunders out on the mound warming up, and we apologize. I assumed, and I strongly assumed, that there were going to be some stats here. I went to, Max Preps is one of the stat services that we've used for many, many years in covering high school sports, both basketball, football, and baseball, and there has just been some kind of a mix-up this year electronically. Most of the teams use a software called Game Changer that they record the game in and put their individual stats and such a thing. Right. And then it automatically is supposed to feed to Max Preps for use for print media, broadcast media, whatever it is. Well, something is going wrong, and I went to print Crawfordsville stats today, and they were only for 4 games.
4 games.
So there wasn't enough time to get with the coaches to get a set of 10-game updated stats. So we apologize for that. So we're just going to go rock and roll. We do have 9-game stats for Lebanon. We'll use 1 or 2 of those as we go along. But Cam is his name that we have talked about, for 3 years for Crawfordsville baseball. He started a game last year for Crawfordsville at Victory Field when they took on Carmel. Was that even when he was a sophomore? I'm trying to remember which. And so, he's a familiar name, and of course a 3-sport athlete. Played football, played basketball, led it in all of those. So certainly that guy that you would expect to get the ball in a big situation.
Yes, for sure.
So Cam's out there, and then we just as we look up and down the roster, we've got Caleb Coons. Caleb Coons is behind the plate. Will Kellerman, did he say 52 degrees? I think he said 52. Will Kellerman's at first base. Carson Scott's at second. At shortstop is Cale McCarty, and at third base is Austin Warren, who will probably be pitching on Thursday. Right. Then in left field is Andrew Martin. In center field is Josh Blackburn. In right field, Jake Decker. Pretty much the same 9 guys in some way, shape, or form that we have seen. Yep. And the first pitch here to Garrett Harker.
6:04.
And we're just about started on time, 6:04. And it's a called strike. Last time I saw Cam Saunders play, I think he faced 20 guys or 21 guys, and he had threw a first strike to 18 of them.
Yeah.
Always a good way to get a start.
That's the way to start it, yes.
And he gets a quick 0-2 count on Harker here. Harker's a .483 hitter.
Oh.
Just about the leading hitter on this team. He went. All right.
Said he did, yes.
He said he went, so that's going to be a swinging strikeout. So Harker will go down on 3 pitches, and that will bring Nick Nyes up. And there's new equipment out here, Mike. There's a fence in front of the dugout.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What that allows is you see the coaches are all on their 5-gallon buckets down there in the dugout. That they don't have to sit behind the wall anymore. Yeah. So makes them a little bit more susceptible to a foul ball, I'm afraid. So ball 1 to Nyes, swinging strike, evens the count out 1-1. Just underway here. 52 degrees, 6 o'clock. First pitch here at Crawfordsville. The wind, you can hear it across our microphones, blowing mostly left to right, but nothing historical. Pitch up a little bit. Pitch counts so important nowadays, as IHSA has gone to the Little League standard.
Yes,
pitch just a little down.
A little low.
Yep. 3-1, and so 80 pitches starts to get you a lot of rest. 110, 120 pitches get you a lot. Get you the rest of the week off. So there's a strike. So that puts it full. Saunders, as you can see, starts with the glove high and brings it down, and Nyes fights it off. So Harker went down on 3 pitches, and Nyes is working Saunders in a bit. This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat. I covered a softball game on Tuesday where a girl finally walked. She started 0-2 and walked on the 12th pitch. She fouled off about 9 in a row. There's a little flare down the left field line. It's going to fall foul. Nyes will stay alive, and he'll have the 8th pitch coming up. Michael Reese next up. Nyes on the season, only a .269 hitter. He must be the guy that bunts
a lot.
Bunts Harker to second base a lot. Can't do it today, and Harker struck out. Foul ball, and it's in and out of Coons' glove. So that'll give Nyes his 9th pitch of this at bat. Here the Lebanon guys chattering over on the right side. Inside.
Oh, he walked
Ball
in.
4.
Yep.
Didn't bite on the corner.
No. Oh.
He got an earlier call on one. So that'll bring up Michael Reese.
The third baseman, Michael Reese.
Looking at Reese's numbers here. He is a 241 hitter on the season. Looking to put the ball in play as the Tigers have a guy on. Quick throw to first. Saunders has a decent move.
Mm-hmm.
Warren has a great
move, yes.
Warren picked off 2 guys at West Lafayette in the season. Well, it was the Indiana opener for Crawfordsville.
Uh-huh.
Runner stays. Ball down just a little bit. One on, one out. Top of 1. Here at the Athenians complex.
That's in there.
Check swing. It's going to call for a strike. Reese evens out at 1-1. See what happens after this pitch, Mike. I got a question for you.
Okay.
And he puts it in play. We'll lay.
Oops.
Oops. That handcuffs Warren. That's going to be an E5. And the Tigers have got something started right away in the first inning.
First and second.
And that's going to bring up Ryan Nastev. Nastev is a 333 hitter.
Ryan Nastev.
7 hits, a couple of RBIs. He's not the big RBI guy for the Tigers. But he's got a chance to put one in here if he can stroke a base hit somewhere. So a walk and an error. Saunders looks nice back to second base. Right down the middle. Strike 1. Jarrett French stands on deck. Oh, softball score 2-2 in the third. Crawfordsville and Lebanon. Swinging strike. Well, I'll tell you, jumping over to softball, that would be a gigantic win for the softball team. They have struggled to score enough runs and have haven't been able to put a lot of W's up.
Yeah,
be a big conference win for them if they could pull that off. There's a stroke.
Oh, that's going to be in the hole.
That's going to the 5.5 hole there. Coach Cosgray is going to hold his lead runner up. Nyes will stop at third, and the Tigers have bases loaded here very quickly in the top of the first inning. So the first batter strikes out on 3 pitches, and now Crawfordsville finds themselves in a mess.
Yeah, they do.
The center fielder, Jarrett.
That'll bring the infield up to the edge of the grass. Looking for a one-hopper someplace. Maybe turn 2 on a ground ball. If not, bring a throw to home to get a force out and save a run. This is French, as we said a moment ago. Swinging on the first pitch. Here's a quick hopper to Warren. Yep, and that's a quick throw to home. And the defense does exactly what they're supposed to do, and they get an out.
Yeah, we needed that one. Now anywhere.
Yep, everybody advances, but the guy in front gets forced out at home on a 5-2. So there's now 2 outs, bases loaded. I was going to mention that French was a 250 hitter, but we'll save that for his next trip.
Okay.
And this will bring up Drew Cosgray, who is the coach's son, and he's the first lefty we've seen for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. He takes a big cut at one here. Cosgray also has some pitching numbers, so it wouldn't surprise me from what I was looking at. Just was looking at stats when I printed them earlier this afternoon. He may be the starting pitcher on Thursday. He is not today. There's a 2-3 hopper to second base. McCarty. Oh, and McCarty drops the ball.
Another error.
Well, that's just nothing but a simple E6 there. No RBI because that's on the 3rd out, but it does allow a run to score. So the Athenians have uncharacteristically hurt themselves with a couple of infield errors in the top of the first inning. So they're down a run, and the bases are still loaded. Jonathan Moore comes to the plate. And this is the guy you got to be really careful of. 533 on the season, and and 6 hits, 8 hits, and 5 RBIs. The 5 RBIs leads the team. You see strike 1 for Moore. This is a huge at bat this early in the game.
Not the start you usually see right here tonight.
No, it's not the one. And certainly for Athenian fans, not the one you want.
Walking a couple of errors.
Yeah, and one single. Yeah. It's just out. Move the count to 2-1 on the right-handed hitting Jonathan Moore. 7th guy to bat for Lebanon here in the top of the first inning. Pitch on the outside corner gets the call. Evens things at 2-2. So 2-2 should be more of a pitcher's pitch or a hitter's pitch here.
Pitcher's pitch, I hope.
Okay. Wind up, swing and miss. Was that just an off-speed fastball? A little off, because it didn't have a big break on it like it was a curveball. It looked like maybe, and it didn't look like his changeup.
No, it didn't.
But man, did he sure fooled Moore.
Yes, he did.
So that will end the top of the first inning. And the Tigers, as we said, do score a run. They did get one hit. There were two. That's just one of those things you don't write down very often. A crooked number in the error column. Yeah. And Lebanon leaves the bases full. So Shuby, tell me what's going on. And I'm going to get the pitch count here for Cam Saunders.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, just living the dream.
26 pitches for Cam.
Yeah.
He will not see the mound in the 7th inning if he's going to get at a pace like that.
Yeah. Right.
HSAA will have him back out in center field way before that. So what? Oh, still pair of twos on the softball scoreboard. 4th inning. I see Lebanon looking over there. The Tigers just got a hit, so one out over there. So anyway, like we said, good luck to the Crawfordsville Lady Athenians on their softball.
Lebanon is their team pretty good on the softball field.
Yeah, they're decent.
I heard they beat Tri-West.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, and Tri-West was.
Yep, they were ranked early.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have fallen out of the rings.
They handled us pretty easily. Couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I know just before the conference season started, or the start of the maybe preseason poll, there were 4 Sagamore Conference teams ranked. Western Boone was ranked in 2A, and I think Danville, Tri-West, and Lebanon, I think were all ranked in 3A. So and of course the Tigers are only 2 years removed from a state championship appearance. So yeah, the Sagamore Conference. People are saying, well, the baseball teams are just the conference is down just a little bit this year. Don't know. We'll see what things look like at the end of the year. But softball sure is not. So
yeah, not at all.
No, not at all. But it was a tough weekend though. I don't want to pick on Southmont, but man, they got beat by Fountain Central twice on Saturday. I was there for both those games. That was rugged. Yeah. That was rugged. Coach Taylor was not a happy guy, and then they got beat by a good Covington team 10-0 yesterday. Here's Will Kellerman leading off, bottom of the first inning. The Athenians need to answer this run that was scored by the Tigers in the top of the first. Yeah. Kellerman looks at one down, one out. Lefty. That one gets the corner, make it 2-1. So will the Athenians take a strike almost all such situations, do you think, or not?
No.
Comes Harker. Kellerman squares around, like he's going to throw a bat at a bunt attempt, but pulls back and gets ahead on the count 3-1. Who's the next pitch? Inside.
Oh. Must have caught a little something there.
Caught the edge, so that's, if it's a big strike zone for everybody, it's a big strike zone for everybody.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch coming. That one's not going to go.
A little high.
That one's too. Yep. You got to jump to go get it. Well, that puts a very dangerous runner on the bases if you're a Crawfordsville fan, and certainly for Coach Cosgray in Lebanon, you do not want a guy like Kellerman leading off,
and a dangerous guy coming to the plate.
Yes, Carson Scott.
Carson can do a lot of things with that bat.
Well, I'll tell you what, he can bunt. He can bunt the ball just like crazy. So if the Athenians want to play small ball, look for him to do that. He can drive the ball. He's got good RBI numbers. Takes a pitch just a little outside. Look and see here. Get a chat on Harker when we get a second. Okay. He's 1-2 on the year. A 3.9 ERA. He also has a save. So he would have to be considered if not their number one, their number two guy. 6-4, as we said, the Tigers are. 1-0 pitch, right down the middle for a strike. Josh Blackburn stands on deck, waiting to get his whack at a couple. See if Kellerman can get pushed to second or farther. Showing bunt. There's the bunt, right in the grass. Good spot for it. Good for the second. Be close.
Yes, it was close.
Yep. The second baseman had come over to take the throw, and he started to go up after it. I was wondering if he was going to keep his foot on the base, and he did, and that's Jonathan Moore over there. So that'll go down as a sacrifice for Scott, a bang-bang play. Sack goes 1-4, but Kellerman moves to second base, so he is now in scoring position. And that'll bring Josh Blackburn up. Swinging a hot bat early in the season, I know. Last week or so has been little. And he gets to start facing better pitching, swing and a miss. Start seeing all these good Sagamore pitchers, your averages are bound to drop just a little bit.
Yeah.
Blackburn aggressively going after that first pitch. This one's down. As we said, Cam Saunders threw 26 pitches in the first inning, so he's going to have to ration those out just a little bit. Lebanon has scored a run in the softball game, so they're up by 1. Foul ball right into the glove. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Austin Warren next up for the Athenians. Crawfordsville would love to have 2 guys on base instead of just 1. Oh, there's a little
seat. Gonna get it.
That's right. Well, no, actually, Kellerman's going to score. So sorry about your luck, Shuby. It's only going to be 1 guy. But the Athenians have evened things out very quickly here in the bottom of the first inning. So Blackburn just sticks a bat out and drives one in the 2.5 hole over there. 3.5 hole, sorry.
Yeah.
And Kellerman was breaking right from the get-go because the ball was to the right side, so he was heading for third right away. And even though it was a pretty lightly hit single, he was heading for home without any problem. So now Austin Warren can throw one out in the parking lot if he wants to, and he's got the power to do it. He's going to show bunt and take a strike. So Crawfordsville's going to. Coach Froge is going to show small ball tendency right from the get-go here. Get a guy on, bunt him, drive him in. Get a guy on, bunt him, drive him in. Where have you heard that song before?
Yeah.
There's a pitch in the dirt. It gets by. So we can argue pass ball or wild pitch as much as we want to. But it gets Blackburn to second base, whatever.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
That's it.
He's out there.
Yep. 1-1 count for Warren. Harker takes a little extra time and then overthrows it just a little bit and brings it up and in. Cam Saunders is on deck. Saunders put one out over the right field fence last time I saw him play Saturday. Holds back on a cutter that went down. So Warren will have a 3-1 hitter's pitch to look at here. Because if you're Harker, you don't want to walk this guy.
No. They're going.
But he does.
Yep.
That's up and out. So the Athenians have something going here. They've scored a run and they've got guys on first and second. So first 4 hitters up, 3 of them have reached base. And this will bring Saunders up. As we said, Saunders swings a solid bat all the time. Has a home run this season, so certainly capable of driving in 1 or 2 or 3. Coach Cosgray is moving his outfield a little more to the left. Lebanon defensively at double play depth. Big cut for Cam. He was looking fastball and got the fastball.
Got it, yeah.
Crawfordsville has tied the softball game up at 3-3. Next pitch. Called strike. Cam taking all the way there, so Don't know if he was looking for off speed and got the fastball.
Yeah, 0-2.
So he's got to fight him off now, down 0-2. Pitch.
Swung up.
Chased the high heat.
Yes, he did.
Second out for Crawfordsville. So 2 on, 2 out, 1 in
The
here.
right fielder,
Well tied up in the bottom of the first inning. Jake Decker. Decker's that kind of guy who is deceptively good. You know, you say, oh, he's just a little guy, a little wiry guy, but boy, I tell you, he can put a bat on the ball a lot of different times. Just like that.
Ooh, he got a guy in the stands.
Well, you know what? I think it's better he got him because that lady that was standing right beside him may have gotten hit right on the noggin.
That's our fans down there.
Well,
I do believe
that's Mr. Kellerman. Well, it's 11. He got hit. I think Kevin Kellerman got it.
Oh.
Or no, maybe it was it was the guy in the hoodie beside him.
Yeah.
Here's a called strike too. So Parker has really been throwing strikes. He has been a first pitch strike thrower of the last 4 guys in a row. Struck out Saunders on 3.
Yeah.
He's up 0-2 here on Decker. He won't waste one here, I would imagine. Runners move outside for pitch. Here's the throw. Safe. I shouldn't make the call, but he sure looks safe to me.
Yeah.
So pitches out and up just a little bit, and that just gave the Athenians that quarter second. So the double steal puts 2 guys in scoring position now. So Coach Froge rolls the dice on that pitch, and Decker with a 1-2 count now has got 2 ducks on. Let's see if Decker can clear the pond. Nope. Off-speed pitch. Pitch caught him totally off guard.
Yep.
So Crawfordsville gets a run back, and it was on the one hit. Blackburn had the single that scored the run, and there were no Lebanon errors. And just like Lebanon, the Athenians leave the base. No, I'm sorry, they leave 2 on.
2 on, yeah.
Leave 2 on. So let's see. We got 6, 9, 13. 18, 21, and 4 is 25 pitches. So both pitchers are heading for early exits.
Yeah,
put it that way. Saunders threw 26 in the top of the first, and Harker threw 25 in the bottom of the first.
Okay.
So this call to the bullpen will be coming sooner than later.
All right.
So anyway, Shuby, we're 1-1 after a quite an eventful first inning.
Yes, it was.
Sometimes we get going quickly and we get to the third or fourth fast, and sometimes we take all day to get the first and second innings played, and then we cruise through a couple other innings. So. And sometimes it turns into, I was looking at a score last night that it was like 24-18, a baseball score someplace in Indiana.
Really?
So I can only imagine how long it would take to roll through that. We'd run out of electronics or electrons in the computer to put a broadcast on for that long. So let's bottom and top for Lebanon here. 1-1, as we said, top of the second inning now. Coach Cosgray heading over to his home at the third base coaching box. Looks like he's got a little quilted liner in the back of that. It's got a little. He's not wearing just a little thin plastic shirt coat, which you need on a day like today. You need something a little warmer.
Yeah.
This will bring Mike O'Connor. Take a quick look here. O'Connor, 316 hitter in the number 8 spot, and puts the first ball in play. Kellerman smothers it. 3 steps over to first base. Makes
like that. Now that helps Cameron out there.
Yes.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Yes. Do that for about 6 or 7 hitters in a row, and bring your per inning average.
Stick
back
around
down.
a little longer.
That's right.
That way.
That's right. Matthew Coddington is next up in the number 9 spot. Coddington playing at first base. And he gets clear over to page 2 on the stats. He is he's looking for his first hit on the season, so he's bringing a handful of zeros up to the plate, and he takes a called strike 1. Coddington in the top here, top of the second inning. Saunders wheels and fires, puts a little round on that one and fools Coddington, so he can't put a good swing onto that one. I would guess he may see the same pitch again.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Winds and fires. Just throws some high heat at him.
High heat and take him down.
That's it. Throw one about nose high and inside, and that's the way the Coddington's still looking for his first hit. So Garrett Harker will come to the plate. Harker is pitching today and went down on 3 consecutive pitches. The third pitch a little bit high and inside, but got the corner call.
Right.
So Harker, and now 3 strikeouts registered by Cam Saunders. This pitch on the outside corner. Saunders has found a whole different rhythm in this second inning. This is not the same guy that pitched the first inning. No. Cam works fast. He really does. So he's ready to go.
Yeah.
Throws one right by Harker here. He has, from the looks of it, has no fear of this leadoff hitter.
No.
He said, here, I'm just going to throw it at you, and you see what you can do.
He's going to come right after him now. He's not going to waste anything. I guess he did.
Yeah. Throw a waste pitch. Get away. Give Caleb Coons a little work there in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harker, 2 outs. Top of the second inning, 1-1. Crawfordsville looking to get out of this one quickly. Foul ball headed out of play. Decker gives chase, but it ends up over the fence.
Over the fence, out.
Over the batting cage down there. Better than hitting it over into the softball field. So, these 2 teams are back in action at Lebanon on Thursday, but the Tigers are hitting the road tomorrow. They're going to Delphi to play a game. Just inside. A little down. Yeah, Crawfordsville's 3 or 4 games played early in the season. That trip to Tennessee takes away all those Wednesday games, in the middle of the year when you're trying to stretch your pitching out. This one's headed for the softball field.
The softball island.
Yep. So Harker went down in 3 pitches his first at bat. Now we'll be looking at his 7th pitch of this at bat. So Cam threw 3 pitches to get out of the first 2 batters. Now he's got to run the count, peach count in just a little bit. Nope. Lebanon takes a 4-3 lead. There's another foul ball into the softball field. That one may clear the fence on the other side. 8th pitch coming up for Harker.
Yeah, the umpire needs some ball.
He's out of equipment. Yeah, because there was one over the batting cage and now 2 in the softball field. So that's usually what they start with. Is 3, sometimes 4. So. Yeah, here come the JV guys. They're heading to go look.
Yeah. I had to get that one later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes somebody with a blue shirt coming running down from the right field line. So
he might have got that first.
He has found that first one. 2-2 the count here on Harker. 2 outs, top of 2. Just outside. Harker will look at his 9th pitch of this at bat. Next. Saunders set. And drops it. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Got a piece of it, evidently.
Okay. 10th pitch coming for Harker. And puts it right back up the middle. And McCarty can't get to it.
No, base hit.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that was an outstanding at bat for Harker.
It was.
He
most definitely was.
Hit it right back where it came from. And the wind has picked up just a little bit here as it comes across our microphones. Harker will get a coat, not a courtesy runner. So he will jack it up, and that will bring Nick Nyes up. Nyes walked. Got as far as third base, his first trip up. He stretched Cam out to a 9-pitch walk. So Nyes went 9 pitches, and Harker just went 10 pitches. Yeah. Stretching Saunders right out of the game here, first couple innings. Quick throw over to Kellerman. Nothing there. It's about what it felt like on Saturday, I think. It's chilly, cloudy, windy. Runner goes. Ball's dead. That hit Nyes right on the leg.
Yep.
So Cam was either focused on the runner a little too much or just didn't execute. So 2 outs, 2 on now for Lebanon. They got bases loaded and scored a run in the top of the first inning. Now they got a couple of guys on. This will bring up Michael Reese. Reese got on base. I should say Reese reached, but that's tough. That's a stretch, you know?
Yeah.
He got on an E5.
Yeah.
And scored the run. This pitch is outside. So after 3 pitches and 2 outs in the second inning, the Athenians are having to work their way out of this one. Reset after the fake. Up. Yeah, the wind and the cloud cover has gotten a little bit heavier, so the temperature feels like it has dropped a little bit.
I thought the same thing, yes.
I'm now starting to think about wind chill. See Saunders out there kind of working his hands a little bit.
Yeah.
Pitches up also.
Again.
3-0. Number 3 hitter for the Tigers, Michael Reese. Takes an automatic right down the middle. 3-1. Well, does Coach Cosgray put guys in motion like Coach Froge did with 2 on and 2 out? We'll see here in a second. Nope. Serve ball strike. Full count. So Saunders starts off 3-0 to this guy, and now
they'll be off and running this time.
And now they're moving. Here they go. Oops. He turned to fake towards second base, and Harker wasn't biting on it.
No.
Now they're moving on the pitch. Call. Well, he may have swung, but it's a strike 3 no matter what. I'm going to put it down as a swinging strike, but that gets Saunders out of another jam. So the Athenians get out of it without any runs scored. Lebanon with no runs and a hit, 1-hit batter, gives them 2 left on base. There were no errors. So there's 10 pitches for that guy. 10, 11, and 6 is 17, 18, 21.
21.
So 47 pitches after 2 innings. Like I said, we're going to have to start looking at who's come in the relief various days earlier in the season. 1-1. So Shuby.
Yeah, you started that inning nice with 4 pitches for 2 batters?
3 actually, and 3 and then 10.
And then he went,
And then hit a guy, and then et cetera. So what's up with? Let's see. You're working in the youth. You're working with some of the youth kids, right?
With what?
Some of the youth baseball program.
No, I am not this year.
Not this year.
No, right now I am doing nothing.
You're retired. Huh?
Yes, I'm retired.
Very good.
I've actually been following the softball team a little more than I had the baseball team this year.
Okay.
A lot of the girls I coached in middle school basketball are on the team. So
Got it.
I've been keeping an eye on them.
Yep. Well, I know you've got a ton of basketball work that you've been, with you and your family. I mean, for goodness sake, all the years with all the basketball stuff. Speaking of softball, it's 6-3 Lebanon in the 5th inning over on the other side of the press box. And Cale McCarty will come to the plate for the first time today. Takes a called strike. This is where the Athenians, they win and lose the ball games.
Yeah.
These guys here at the bottom of the order, when they can come through with a hit here and there.
Yeah.
Takes one inside, spins him around. It'll be McCarty, Coons, and then Harold Taylor. Excuse me. Taylor is DHing today.
It's a new name for us.
Foul ball back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes on McCarty.
Taylor's a sophomore.
Okay. Yeah. Even if I did have a stat sheet, I don't think I would find much on him.
Probably not.
I have not. They do not recall him, aside from maybe a pinch running situation. Here's a 2-hitter to short, throw in time. So Good routine play, you know. That's what coaches always say: make the routine plays.
Yeah.
You know?
The catcher,
That was a 2.5 hopper to short, and it comes up with a Collini and puts it away. That was nice playing shortstop. Next up for Crawfordsville, Caleb Coons pressed into service at the start of the year and is now, I think, caught. I don't know if he's caught every inning, but he's pretty close to it. He fouls one down the right-hand side. Coons, a big, lanky right-hander. I know the coaches have really talked highly about how he has grown as a catcher, you know, when pressed into service this year.
Yeah.
Called strike. So the bottom three for Crawfordsville, looking to get something going here in the bottom of the second inning. Tied 1-1. Kind of an excuse me.
Yeah.
But keeps himself alive. 0-2-1 Coons. One out, nobody on. Bottom two. Harker works. That was up. Appeal to first base. Did not go. Didn't look like he went.
No, I didn't think so.
So he'll get one more pitch, at least. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And keeps it alive. No, he's going to stretch Harker out to a few extra pitches. This will be pitch number 6 of this at bat. Pops it up. The wind
on the right side.
Yeah, the wind's going to mess with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was Coddington over there. He was by the time it got into his glove, he was pretty glad he didn't have any farther to go. It kind of, as everybody watching saw,
the designated hitter,
it
Taylor.
kind of sat in the top half of the webbing there.
Yeah.
But the out counts, and that's 2 for Crawfordsville, so that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Henry Taylor. Taylor is DHing tonight. He's hitting for Andrew Martin, who's playing left field. Knee-high fastball. Harker finishes his first trip through the Crawfordsville batting lineup here with this batter. He goes. Strike 2. Quickly ahead, Harker works. He did not go that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a little foul flare down there. Stays alive. Kind of looked like my 7-iron there. Kind of just a big right-hand bend, you know.
Yeah.
Taylor gets at least one more pitch. And he's going to get another one. That one's headed quickly for softball. So these guys are getting a bat on it, or at least a part of a bat on it.
Part of it, yeah. Not getting it.
Yep. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Henry Taylor. Lays off that offering. That'll bring the count to 2-2. 7th pitch of this at bat coming. So these guys are wearing Harker out, just like the Lebanon guys are wearing out Saunders. Ball 3, full count. 8th pitch coming.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that was
no error.
just a touch low. But we get a called 3rd strike, and that will end the at bat. The Athenians go in order. Nobody up, nobody on. 3 quick outs, but Harker throws a lot of pitches. 4, and 6 is 10, and 8 is 18 to give him 43 now. So Saunders is way ahead of him at a monstrous 47.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, 43 and 47. Yeah.
So, but this is a spot, you know, and, you know, we mentioned that the Tigers are heading to Delphi tomorrow. I would imagine that a JV pitcher will probably be throwing, you know, against Delphi tomorrow, because the Tigers do have more games. They actually have 4 in a row here this week. They got tonight at CHS. Tomorrow they're at Delphi. Thursday they're home to CHS. Friday they go to Fountain Central.
Wow.
So and then next week in Sagamore Conference action they've got North Montgomery. So let's see, the Athenians have
we have 4 games this week, right?
No,
we have games Friday and Saturday.
Today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and wow, those are big games. These are 4 quality opponents this week. We got the Tigers on Tuesday and Thursday, and then Benton Central, who has moved up a spot today. They're ranked 5th in the state in 3A, and then on Saturday it's Covington, and Covington is ranked 10th in 2A.
I thought they were still in there. Yeah.
So some guys that don't see a lot of pitching for Crawfordsville are going to see some awfully good batters.
Yeah.
They're going to see a lot of good hitters on Friday and Saturday. So we move to the top of 30 in a slowly paced ball game. 1-1 for both squads. First hitter. Oh,
makes a nice jump.
Saunders really timed his jump well. Yeah. This was Nastev, and on the first pitch, hits one and kind of came off the plate and bounced high, and Saunders was able to keep his feet. Fortunately for him, he was able to come off the mound.
Right.
If he'd had to
go the right way,
double up off that mound, he would have been in a lot bigger pickle. But he manages to pull it down and flip it over to Kellerman for a quick out. So just like the last inning, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what happens. Because it was about 20 pitches later before he finally got out of the inning. This is Jarrett French. In his first at bat, he takes a strike. He hit the ground ball to Warren at third base that got the force out at home. And so he technically reached first base, but got a guy out doing it. Inside, catches the corner, strike 2.
Don't think the coach liked that.
No. Well, I think both coaches have been just slightly less than enamored with our home plate umpire so far. He's got it now. And he swings at one outside. Yeah. But as we talk about all the time, the strike zone has been consistent. It is a big strike zone today. You know.
Yeah, you have to adjust.
Both edges of the black are getting called, and there was a couple of low pitches, been a couple of high pitches called for strikes. So all you can do is adjust, and then all you ask for is consistency.
That's heading for the concession.
That's going to head for the hot dogs there. So
a
couple of hops. Is that our producer, Justin Duggar, down there? Flagging a hot dog down or something?
Maybe he's going to bring him back.
I would only hope. I wouldn't mind if he brought a cup of coffee, you know. So this is Drew Cosgray. Reached on an E6, his first time up. Just a little inside. Count evens out at 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third at Crawfordsville. It has turned into an early April kind of afternoon. Cloudy. Little too breezy, and it's chilly.
Yeah, it's getting chillier.
Yep, third pitch is up. Yes, that's the thing. It feels much chillier than it did when we first walked in. And that's probably because of the wind. And when the sun sets this time of year, Cam loses one outside there. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Cosgrave. We saw this happen in the last at bat. 2 quick outs.
Yep.
It's the inside corner for a strike. So there we go again. You know, the white strike zone. It's getting called both ways. So that's no complaints. Cosgrave sticks a bat out in front of one, and that was pretty impressive.
That was.
He hit it underneath the football seats and above the roof on the little garage that's underneath the football seats without even banging a sound off the roof.
Without a sound.
So, pretty impressive.
Let's get foul on that one.
There's a clang on something. That one hits foul. Andrew Martin gives chase, but that's the farthest he'll do. He'll let one of the freshmen run down there and pick that one up. That's their jobs. Do we have to wait for him to come back? I guess. Because he's not protected out there or something? That seems a little interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch.
All 4.
Cam and several players were walking off the field. They thought they had that one, and they didn't get it. I'll bring up Jonathan Moore. Moore was a strikeout victim. His first trip up. That ended the Tigers' first inning at bat. 2, 3, 5 Ks here for Saunders. Pitch up. So, yeah, should be just like, the first inning, guy goes 9 pitches. Second inning, guy goes 10 pitches.
Yeah.
Cosgray just walked on the 8th pitch. So,
yeah,
it's down in the dirt. Too high. Off the fingertips on his windup there. I think he got it too far out. Pitch sailed. Cosgray gets a very short lead. Called strike on 3-0. Jonathan Moore hits in the 7th spot for these Tigers. Tied up, 2 out, 1 on. Cosgray holds, and ball 4. So Cam has lost two in a row here. That pushes Cosgray to second, and that will bring up Michael O'Connor. And Moore is walking something off down at first base.
Yeah.
Did he turn his ankle on when he got to first base?
I did not see, Jeff. I don't know.
The assistant coach over there on the first base side seems completely unfazed and uncaring. He just waved Coach Cosgray. Go back. Turned his ankle. He deserves a run on it. Hurt. So, so we'll bring up O'Connor. O'Connor bounced out to Kellerman. Swing and a miss here. Eighth spot here for Lebanon. Well, they've almost gone through the order twice in 3 innings. Ball gets into the dirt, gets away from Coons. A wild pitch will put 2 runners in scoring position now for the Tigers. Cosgray scatters to third. Moore scatters to second. Saunders continues to work out of the stretch, however. Swing and a miss. Well, this is a guy Cam's got to get.
Yeah,
simple as that. You got to get the 8 guy. You got to get him out so that you can face the 9 guy next inning.
Yeah.
There's one up into play. Decker should be able to circle around it and does so. So the Athenians work out of a mess again. So they have worked out of 3 jams.
3 jams, yes.
Bases loaded in the first, 2 guys on in the second, and 2 guys at scoring position here in the third. But the Tigers don't get anybody across. No runs, no hits, no Crawfordsville errors. And the 2 guys left on base. We wind up the pitch count here again. There's 1, there's 4, and 8 is 12, and 5 is 17, 4 is 21. So Cam is at 68 pitches after 3 innings. So, but sometimes it's not how you get there; it's the destination, and it's still 1-1.
Exactly.
So, all those guys left on base don't make any difference.
They don't make a bit of difference. No.
If they don't score, then everything is good. So Crawfordsville has been through the batting order once, so they will put Kellerman on down up to the plate next. Yeah. So that's kind of a scary look. We stand there watching Dane Mountcastle stare at us.
I know, he's staring at us, isn't he?
So
he's wanting
I think he wants some FaceTime.
Wanting a little recognition, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So But so yeah,
got that Cubs hat on there. He's
that's
proud
right.
of that.
Oh yeah. All those guys are, I guess. That's
Yeah.
how it works. So, my twins got 11 home runs last Saturday.
Oh, wow.
In a doubleheader win over
Uh-huh.
Baltimore. Man, they hit like 7
Really?
in one
Wow.
game and 4 in another. So they are, and they beat Houston. They beat the Astros last
wow.
night in Houston. So
Good win.
yeah, Jose Polanco got 4 hits and 5 RBIs. Here's Kellerman. He's going to bunt one. He's going to bunt one over to the football field.
Yeah.
Kellerman walked and scored Crawfordsville's only run, and we are out of baseballs again. Oh, here they come. They've been hoarding them in the dugout. Danny says he's leaving.
You're leaving, Danny?
So that's what it was.
Danny's
He
leaving.
was standing
Okay.
up to wave goodbye. He and Dave Woods are sitting here together right here in front of us. Maybe they got tired of our broadcast. I don't
Yeah.
know.
He moved to a different spot.
That's it. Then you can find somewhere out of the wind.
Yeah.
You know? That pitch is up and out just a little bit. Should be Saturday. We'll wait till after this pitch. Ooh, strike. Man, big strike zones today.
yeah.
Big strike zone today. Saturday at the Southmont girls softball game, a set of grandparents had completely self-enclosed plastic. There's a foul ball. Kellerman stays alive at 1 and 2. They literally had chairs inside of them, and they had bubble wrap, bubble stuff up above them, and they could sit, and they sat right next to the fence, looking in, and they were completely out of the wind, totally out of the weather. It was it was a hot day. Those things would be god awful, but it kept them out of the wind. So here's one that
You see all kinds, don't you?
Yep. You know what? And like I said, it was a grandma and grandpa, and I'm sure they were very happy that they were 20 degrees warmer than anybody else. Kellerman puts one into play. Little stretch over there. Throw. And out. Yeah, even tough for Kellerman to run out a routine ground ball to second base. So Will reached and scored in the first. Grounds out here to start the third inning. Carson Scott, who sacrificed Kellerman over, will be able to swing away here.
Yeah.
Harker, who has thrown just about as many pitches as Saunders in the course of the first couple innings. That one got the corner with no problem. It was 1 and 1. Is it going to get over the shortstop?
Yes, it is. Base hit.
Shooby, back in your and my day, they call that old duck snort.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's probably politically incorrect. So it's So we'll just give him we'll give him a single is what we'll give him. So Carson Scott puts the ball into play. He stands at first base. Josh Blackburn, who had the single that drove in Kellerman in the first inning, now comes to the plate with a chance to advance his team's cause. Mover, Kellerman's going. The center throw is going to head into center field, but center fielder is quickly covering the throw. So that pitch was a ball, and I shouldn't say Kellerman. It was Carson Scott on the move.
Yeah,
Scott steals second base.
He didn't waste any time. First pitch.
No. So do you put him in action again? Maybe.
Yeah.
Coach Cosgray is just waiting. He's kind of giving his shortstop, who took a little tumble over Scott on the slide. They're just kind of giving him an extra minute or two to recompose himself. A week ago Saturday, we were here, and for one, the Athenian Invitational, so we had 4 games. There's a first pitch swinging, chopper to short, got to go. And a drop. All right, so Blackburn reaches on the E, Scott moves up.
Uh-huh.
Talking about how Coach Cosgrave was giving his shorts up a little time. Home plate umpire Steve Hoffman took a foul ball right off the chest protector. Right off the middle of the chest protector. And I've never seen so many conferences. Coach Froge was talking to two guys, and I think it was against Central Catholic. The Central Catholic coach, he had about two conferences, and the catcher went out and stood on the pitcher's mound and talked to the pitcher for I don't know how long, just to give the umpire a little chance to kind of recompose himself. So nice move, sportsmanship sort of thing. Warren, 34, not 24, takes a called strike, and Blackburn heads to second base. In college or the pros, we call it catcher's indifference, but Blackburn will pick up a stolen base in his stat sheet today. Oh. He'd like to have that swing over.
Yes, he would. 0-2 now.
Yeah, Warren goes to 0-2. He walked his first time up and stole a base also. The Athenians have 4 stolen bases here. Pitch up. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Austin Warren. As we said earlier, almost can guarantee he will be throwing for Crawfordsville on Thursday at Lebanon.
Uh-huh.
Just missed. That pitch has been called a strike a few times today.
Yeah.
2-2. Foul ball. Staying alive. Coin the old Bee Gees song. Ball might have gotten just a little piece of
the catcher,
Nastev, so our home plate umpire
taking his time,
walk out and walk the ball out to the pitcher, brush the plate off a time or two, ask for a third time. Are you doing okay? We all ump. It only hurts when I do this.
Yeah.
2-2 the count here on Warren. 2 ducks on the pond for Crawfordsville to see if they can make something happen here in the third. He puts it in play. It's going to be a tough one, and it's not in time.
Yeah.
Infield single and an RBI for Austin Warren. So an RBI single that the ball never gets out of the infield. Blackburn is not able to move from second to third, so he stays put. But Warren gets the RBI, and the Athenians have their first lead of the day. Lebanon scored in the top of the first. Crawfordsville scored in the bottom of the first. The Athenians now take a 2-1 lead. Now we've got Cam Saunders, who knocks one towards the softball field. Saunders was a 3-pitch strikeout victim his first time up. Harker has 3 Ks on the day. Runners move. Swing and a miss. Throw. Not nearly in time. Saunders protects a little bit.
Yeah.
But Blackburn had a gigantic jump.
He had that one.
Yeah. And Warren didn't have a real good jump. I think he was kind of reacting to Blackburn going, but the throw into third, so he gets to stand up with his stolen base. So the Athenians now have got 5 stolen bases on the day. And Saunders puts one. He puts one a long way out there. 1 hop to 350. That will let 2 runners walk in. Here's Saunders heading for 3. He's going to be out. Yep. Coach Froge first mad at the umpire and then mad at Cam. So for trying to stretch it too far. Yeah. So as it is, Cam gets a double, 2 RBIs. So that's the first big thing. Put the dot out there. Warren scores ahead of him. Blackburn scores ahead of Warren. And Saunders is out on a relay to third. So that's the second out for Crawfordsville. Yeah. And that will bring up Jake Decker. Decker starts with a new deck. Nobody on. Slate's clean. Base hit time. Get on base any old way. This is a slow roller in the grass. Quick throw. He's out.
He stayed on there.
Yeah, he stayed on.
Yep.
That's good play down there by the third baseman. That was Reese who gathered it up. That was a monstrously slow roller,
right?
And then he just charged it, gathered it up, and made a good throw. So, but Crawfordsville does some big damage. 3 runs in that third inning, and they come at 3 hits, including a Saunders double. Warren gets an RBI. Saunders gets 2 RBIs. There was 1 E6, so that turned into a big pain. That was a big hurt there.
Yes, it was.
And nobody left for Crawfordsville. Let's see. Parker, 6, 9, 11. 11 and 6 is 17. 3 is 20, 22. We're close, Shuby. We're close. 65.
They're staying close together.
65 for Harker. Do you remember how many Saunders had?
67?
68.
68. Okay.
So they're within 3 pitches. But the big number is on the scoreboard as the Athenians put a crooked number up in the bottom of the third inning. Saunders will now take the mound for the first time today with a lead.
Yes.
And Crawfordsville has been pretty darn good this year about holding leads. But Lebanon's they're not exactly just chicken dinner.
No.
They'll come at you, and this is a good rivalry. So they'll. Coach Cosgray, he loves to beat Coach Froge because he just knows how much that bothers him. He's told me that a couple different times. He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Love this rivalry." He said, "I love coaching against a guy as incredibly successful and as good as John Froge." He said, and it's just always fun to beat him. So.
Oh yeah. Feel like you've accomplished something a little
extra.
Extra.
Makes the day just a little sweeter. Makes the cake a little nicer. Don't need as much ice cream with it. So the Tigers will hit 9-1-2 here in the 4th inning, trailing for the first time today. Coddington was a strikeout victim, as we mentioned. Saunders has 5 Ks. This pitch is going to be a strike. That knee-high or just below pitch has been a strike all day long. I don't expect it to stop now.
No, that one won't.
Off speed, got away from Saunders. Nobody warming up for Crawfordsville, so Saunders is going to head for the 100-pitch count or so. And with the staff that the Athenians got, the count goes 3-1.
Yeah.
You save Cam for Saturday.
Right.
You save him for a Covington sort of game. If you could have kept him under 80, or 80-ish, you could throw him Friday maybe, but it's most important to win this conference game more than any other thing.
Yep.
So 3-1. The number 9 hitter, Coddington, top of the order, Harker and Nyes next up. Not even close.
Nope.
Ball 4.
Stayed high.
Yep. That's 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th walk issued by
the pitcher, Garrett Harker.
Cam Saunders. As Cam now goes over 70 pitches on the day. Harker is up. Harker struck out in the 1st. Singled on the 10th pitch of the at-bat in the 2nd. Throw over to 1st. That'll dirty up Coddington's white pants. Out of the stretch. Runner stays. Swing, foul, back into the net. Harker got a good cut on that one. Fouled it pretty much straight back. One on, nobody out. Just getting things started here in the 4th inning. Lebanon and Crawfordsville. There's a drive that's wind's going to blow this away from Decker.
Yeah.
Blows it out of play.
Out of play.
I thought it might stay in play down there by the batter's cage, but did not. But it goes as a foul ball, and that puts Harker down 0-2. Nope, that'll put Dad Kellerman he's on the fetch crew down there. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Kellerman always sit down there in the right when the softball and baseball teams play. Here's a foul. That's going to fly clear past the Yep, that was in the grass clear past the softball field. No, Mr. and Mrs. Kellerman have got a daughter playing softball and a son playing baseball, so they sit down there in the right field stands up in the way up high so that they can watch both their kids play. Fortunate that there's a nice high bleacher down there. Comes 0-2, too high. And the lights have been fired up. I was down at Elston today working on the fields a little bit. Turned the lights on, so they all work.
They work.
That was a good sign.
When do you start?
We're going to start Spring League next Monday. Yep. There's a rocket.
Oh, that's it.
This should be a 6-3 DP.
That helps.
That's a big help. That's a pitcher's friend. So McCarty takes a hard shot, one hopper right to him, steps on second, fires first. So that cleans the slate, and that will bring up Nick Nyes for the Tigers, who has reached base twice, but is still 0 for 0. Yeah, walked in the first and took one off the leg in the second. Saunders spins the ball in his glove. A little high, lot high. Our home plate umpire is out of baseballs again. He was telling the Crawfordsville coaches. Somebody just came back with that one from the softball field. Mr. Kellerman may have that.
Yeah, he may have it by now.
Pitch up. They may not have ever gotten that one that went between the stands and the... I think I see it sitting over there, actually, by the one fence. As a strike.
In other Sagamore Conference action, Western Boone currently leads Southmont 1-0.
Thank you, David. Nice part about being close to a microphone, you can pick up on those things.
Right.
There. The niceness of a wide strike zone. But, as we have said multiple times, it has been the strike for everybody all day long. Foul ball. Count stays 2-2 for Nyes. Looking for his first hit of the day, but has reached base.
Has actually gone final. Western Boone beats Southmont 1-0.
Boy, that was fast.
Yeah.
So the Mounties lose 2 conference games in 2 nights, both by 1 run. They lost to Danville last night 7-6 and left the bases loaded in the 7th inning. There's a high pop fly. It's going to be on our
right above us somewhere.
Bang! I was waiting for it to tear a hole in our roof here.
Yeah.
Would have given Mr. Duggar a headache if it had hit him. 2-2. 7th pitch of the at bat. So every inning, Cam has had somebody that he just can't get out quickly in the dirt. So now the 8th pitch. And Nyes went 9 pitches, his first at bat. So he's going 8 pitches on this one. Harker went 10 on one at bat, and Cosgrave went 8 on another one. Swing and a miss into the dirt. Plenty of time. Oop, throw it over his head. Goes as a K. 2-3 on the out. So that's a 1-up. That's a 3-up, 3-down. That's the first time the Tigers have done that today.
Yeah.
But Cam took a lot of pitches again. So there's 5 and 8 is 13, and 5 is 18. So we're at about 86 now. So that starts pushing into the how long will he have to sit.
Yeah.
But Crawfordsville leads 3-1. Or 4-1, excuse me, after 3 runs in the 3rd inning. So let's see if Crawfordsville can give Saunders a little bit more of a cushion, or if they can give a relief pitcher
some cushion. Yes.
So Harker stays out. He has 65 pitches in 3 innings work. Same situation. We just heard Dave say that Southmont lost to Webo 1-0. These two teams play Thursday. Delphi will be hosting Lebanon tomorrow. Both teams play Friday. Excuse me. Crawfordsville has got state-ranked Benton Central on Friday night, and then they got state-ranked Covington on Saturday.
All right. Tough week.
Yeah.
Tough week for them.
Well, this is where you go see just how good your teams are.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And the Benton Central game is probably one that Coach probably wasn't looking for. But, I mean, Crawfordsville plays Covington every year,
Yeah.
and the Trojans are just having a great season.
Yeah.
Gosh, they are just hitting the cover off the ball. So all right, Cale McCarty up for his second time. Puts one out into the softball field, foul to the right. McCarty grounded out short first, his first time up in the second inning. The Athenians went 1-2-3 with the 7-8-9 guys. It's McCarty, Coons, and designated hitter Henry Taylor. High right side. McCarty pushes one up. Oh, it's going to drift. It's going to drift. Oh, nice play.
Yes. Got to the fence and made the catch.
Yeah, that was Coddington.
Uh-huh.
It was Coddington who becomes the first guy to run into that new fence down there.
Yeah.
Yep.
The catcher,
That's an FO3 for McCarty. Yeah, if you've been to the complex, you'll notice something new. There's new fencing right in, literally in front of the dugouts, and that evidently has allowed. Got a timeout called for here. That evidently legalizes the dugout because now all of the players are standing at the fence rather than having to be in the dugout, and all the coaches are behind that fence. So they've got a lot of working room.
Yep.
If it was raining, they would be all underneath that roof.
Yeah.
So
that would be a little different.
Yeah.
I imagine the players and coaches like this setup now.
Well, and we got a couple of photographers who have got now. They are protected now down there.
Yeah.
Called strike, evens count at 1-1. So so that technically puts that land behind that fence in as out of bounds. So they can sit there to take some much better pictures. There's a foul ball heading to softball again. We haven't given a softball update, Mr. Duggar. What's this? 9-3 in the seventh inning. The Tigers lead Crawfordsville. Pitch down in the dirt. Evens things at 2-2. I mentioned Harker is 1-2 on the season. Let's see. I see somebody warming up for Crawfordsville. We need a better set of eyes than mine. Here's a two-hopper. Ooh, boot. Hurry up. He still got him.
Still got him.
Yep. That's that catcher speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good hustle by Caleb. He put the ball in play hard, hit it hard, and Nyes had it pop away from him, but he was able to recover and still make a good hard throw over to first base. So that gets 2 outs posted pretty quickly. That brings up the number 9 hitter and the designated hitter for Crawfordsville, Henry Taylor. He took a called third strike, his first trip up. Yeah. He hits the first pitch rather than standing and watching some pitches. He just says, hit the first darn thing, it's going to be a good one. See, he struck out on 8 pitches his first time up and swings on the first pitch.
One, yeah.
So whether you learn it, feel it, or whether the coach just said, you know what, you don't need to stand up there and take all those pitches. You're designated hitter. Hit it. So that puts Kellerman up, brings Will Kellerman up 0 for 1 on the day, but has scored a run, walked in the first. Taylor stays put, pitch a little low. Kellerman also grounded out in the third. So the always dangerous Crawfordsville top 4 or 5 guys are now in play. Here's a called strike. If Kellerman can keep the at-bat alive, they'll bring up Carson Scott, who has been effective twice, and Josh Blackburn, who has reached base twice. As Crawfordsville scored 3 runs their last time up. There's the stretch. That's a good pitch. Yep. That one fooled Kellerman. I think he was looking for something away and got a curveball in on his fist. I would guess. I'm not a guessing guy. I would guess Taylor's moving on this pitch. Even if he gets thrown out, that brings Kellerman back up to start the next at bat. Nope, he stays put. And he swings at it anyway. And a throw down to second base forces out Taylor. So everybody saw what happened there. So
he wasn't sure what to do.
No error.
Well, that's just touch of inexperience, and I think he said Taylor's a sophomore.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you
learn something there.
Yeah.
So the Athenians go down, not in order, but close to it. No runs. Nope, I got to put the 1B. No runs, 1 hit. That's for Taylor, and he was eventually forced out. No errors. Technically, Kellerman's left on base. So there's 4, 6, 11, 13. That was an efficient inning for Harker. He sits at 78 now, so he's a little ahead of the count because Cam Saunders has 86 pitches after 4 innings, and Harker has 78 after 4.
Yeah, John had Jake Decker warming up down the bullpen.
That's who it was. Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to him right now.
There we go.
He's bringing him in.
Yep. Yep. That's what he just said. Our executive producer not paying attention.
You're a little behind there,
Trying to tell us that Jake Decker is in pitching. And I said, well, that's what Shuby just said. So,
can I say that Cam Saunders is going to right? He's going to ignore me now.
Yeah, that's right. I think that'd be the best. So okay. So Cam goes with 4 innings pitched. He gave up only 2 hits. 2 hits.
Yep.
He had 2 runs. I'm sorry, 1 run. It was not earned because Reese reached on the air that scored. And I know the last time I mentioned it, I think I said 4 walks. Let's count that over again. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 bases on balls and a handful of strikeouts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Ks. Cam's had a good strikeout numbers this year. I know one game he had like 10 or 11 and then 4 innings pitched.
Mm-hmm.
So Decker comes in a save situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? The new pitcher for
Athenians
is number 6, Jake Decker.
There we go. David
gives 24, Cam Saunders is now in right field.
Oh, Saunders moves to right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that will put. We have a final over there. 9-3 softball final. Lebanon defeats Crawfordsville. So Michael Reese is up for his 3rd trip to the plate. 0 for 2 officially. He reached on an error and scored the Tigers' only run. There's a called strike. So he reached on an error and scored in the 1st inning and then struck out swinging to end Lebanon's 2nd inning at bat. He goes, strike 2. So Saunders throws 86 pitches, which will definitely, what is it? See, today's Tuesday. I don't think he can pitch Friday. I think he's got to sit 3 days. Isn't that 3 at 80 pitches?
Sounds right, yes.
Could be. It's close to that number. Foul ball. But, as we said, he's certainly available to throw on Saturday against Covington.
They got some action going in their bullpen.
Yep.
This inning,
Yep, they're going to have to. And those numbers are nigh on to impossible to read. It's a single digit down there. It looks like it might be number 6. That's Jonathan Moore if it's 6. Here comes a pitch. Got underneath it. Fly ball. McCarty's going to take charge out there and take the fly ball. So Decker 1 up, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Ryan Nastev. Nastev got one of Lebanon's two hits so far. He singled in the 1st. Swinging on the first pitch, drives one to center field. Easy enough catch out there. That's Blackburn, who had to move a little bit to his left. That'll now bring up the 3rd hitter of the inning, Jarrett French, center fielder. 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, and struck out. Called strike. Decker has done some mop-up operations here for Crawfordsville this season.
Yes, he has.
You know, he's mopped up a couple of real nice plays. Early in the season, that combined or that one hitter ended up being again at West Lafayette that went 8 innings. He came in and here's a drive, but Martin was not able. I think he thought he had it, but the ball just kept over his glove. So that'll go as a double for French. The first extra base hit by the Tigers today. So he's at second with 2 outs. That brings up Drew Cosgray. Cosgray reached on an error, and that error is how Lebanon scored their run in the first inning. So Cosgray, as we said, reached on that error and then also walked and got stranded. Just outside. Jake Decker in relief of Cam Saunders. Saunders looking to pick up. I think I looked. I think he was 4 and 1. I think is what Cam was. There's a swing and a miss. As again, we do apologize for not tracking down the right stat sheets.
Yeah.
That one's right off of. Oh, that hit him.
Yeah.
That hit him.
Yeah.
Yep. I say Caleb Coons was not going after that ball very fast.
I know.
And that's because home plate umpire had killed the play.
Yeah.
So. Yep, got him there. So that will leave French at second base instead of being able to move to third.
The second baseman, Jonathan Moore.
So he is the second hit batter by Crawfordsville pitching today. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Called strike on the corner. This is Jonathan Moore. Moore walked in the third and got stranded and struck out to end the first inning. Decker sets. Sidearm. Nope. Count evens out at 1. Next pitch, foul ball. Well, the softball players are all gone. I saw the Lebanon bus already leave, so maybe there's some kids over there chasing foul ball.
Yeah.
Or maybe Coach Carpenter is working on the field or something. You know, she and her hubby. 1-2. Stoppage. Everybody back. Wind getting even a little more gusty. Shuby?
Yes, it is.
This is
things
not.
are moving around
that's
up
right.
here.
This is not.
Oh, yeah.
Called strike. He knew it right off the bat.
Nice pitch.
That was a great off-speed pitch, man.
Yes,
That thing just had a bend on it, and Moore was looking for something different, and it just broke right off his fist.
No errors.
So the Tigers, no runs on a hit. That double. French is stranded at second base. Extra guy on base on the hit batter. No errors by Crawfordsville. So after their 2 in the first inning, they have been error-free since, and 2 guys left on base. Decker goes 4, 5, 7, 10, 14 pitches. As we mentioned, that gives Crawfordsville pitching 100 pitches on the day. Cam Saunders went 86. Now let's see what the Tigers are going to do. They're going to leave Harker out there.
Yeah, they did.
So Coach Cosgray rolling his dice there with his is number 1. Busy week of baseball.
Yes.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Yep. These 2 teams especially. We talked about that. The Tigers are tonight here, tomorrow at Delphi, home on Thursday to Crawfordsville. And then they've got, I know I said it once before, they're at Fountain Central.
Fountain Central.
Yeah, they're at Fountain Central on Friday, and they do not have a Saturday game. And then the Athenians are idle tomorrow, and then go to Lebanon, and then they have got big non-conference action on Friday and Saturday. They've got Benton Central here on Friday, and Benton Central's ranked 5th in the state, moved up a spot today in the new poll, and then it'll be Covington here on Saturday, and the Trojans are ranked 10th in 2A. So, and they will be looking to make their presence felt against a highly ranked and reputable Crawfordsville team. Carson Scott leads off for the Athenians here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Crawfordsville up 4-1. Scott sacrificed Kellerman over in the first inning before he eventually scored, and then Scott singled and scored the first of the 3 runs in the 3rd inning. He high steps away from that pitch to make it 2-0. Outside corner called strike, 2-1. Scott, who can wield a bat, he can bunt. Man, that kid can bunt like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Foul ball, straight back. Bounces right off the brick facade and bounces right back to the umpire. 2-2. First hitter, bottom of 5. Oh, and Scott. Nope, he's calling. He called it out.
He called it.
So Scott goes fishing and comes up empty. So he becomes. Harker had 2, 3. That's Harker's 5th strikeout victim. Blackburn has reached base twice. First pitch, swing and a miss. These guys are coming up chasing Harker right now. In the first inning, Blackburn singled, and that scored Kellerman with Crawfordsville's first run. He reached on an error, ball in the dirt, reached on an error in the third, and eventually stole 2 bases and then scored on a single by Warren. 1-1 here to Blackburn. Up under his chin. 2-1. Speaking of Austin Warren is on deck. Cam Saunders is behind him. They have done some damage with their bats today. Called strike on the corner inside. 2-2. Blackburn was looking for something outside. He could not have hit that ball if his life had depended on it. Jammed in the fists. Pop.
Yep.
Fly out towards. Yep. Wind held it up and got a little bit high up in the air. So easy enough F8. 2 quick outs for the Athenians here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Austin Warren walked in the first, stole a base, got stranded, and then drove in Carson Scott with a single in the third, stole a base himself, and then scored one of the 2 runs that Cam Saunders drove in with his double. There's a first pitch swing. Easy hop to second. Easy toss. So that's a quick 5th inning for Crawfordsville. Yeah. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5, 10, 11 pitches. That gives Harker 89 on the day, so he can.
That's his lowest number, I believe, isn't it?
Yep, he can live. He can live to fight another time. Yep. He had a 13 pitch.
Yeah, the last
Actually,
2.
His last 2 he's been. Well, there goes the unofficial scorecard. So.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Pass it around and everybody autograph it.
Yeah.
You know? No, I was just up in the PA booth before the game and just took a piece of paper and wrote down the starting lineup. That's all that was. So that one's no more important than it. Trust me. If it had value, it would have been a lot more secure. Just like these that are already here that are blowing on the edges and not blowing out. Oh. So Decker will come out for his second inning of relief work. Decker faced 5 hitters, gave up a double and hit a guy, but stranded both of them as he struck out one to get out of that mini mess. Got 2 quick outs to start things out on 2 fly balls. So Decker will face 8, 9, and 1. O'Connor is 0 for 2, and Coddington is 0 for 1 with a walk. So everybody heading for their respective positions. Concession stand has closed, so no more coffee for us, even if we wanted some.
Yeah, all right.
I have to get home and warm up a big cup of leftover from last night or something. It'll feel pretty good today. Problem is, we do these games. It's hard unless you got some. Even if you wear thin gloves, it's hard to write with thin gloves.
Yeah.
My same problem when I do NFL games. It's just I get a cold game like in Chicago or Green Bay, and you know what? You just got to tough it out. So stick your hands in your pockets every once in a while. All right, here's O'Connor. Swing and a miss at the first offering from Decker. I'm going to send Bryce Barton a letter for softer chairs, too, just for the record. Foul ball. This isn't too bad. At least it's not a wooden chair.
Yeah.
It's got a little give to it, but there should be like official Athenian butt pads or something that you can sit on. So 0-2. It's about a 17 hopper to McCarty. Oop. didn't put a whole lot of gas on that going over, but
nice play by Will.
Kellerman picks it up off the top of the dirt. 1 up, 1 out for the Tigers here in the top of 6. Number 9 hitter Matthew Coddington. Strikeout in the second, walked and got stranded in the fourth. Actually, didn't get stranded. He got put out on the DP. The Athenians have the only DP. There's ball 1. The Athenians have the only DP turned. McCarty took a very, very hard shot. Yep, right to him, and he stepped on second, fired first for the DP. That will be a strike. 1-1. Top of the order is up next for the Tigers. Let's see how far they can get into that top of the order. Had a run in the first, and that's all that they've been able to get. And that run was unearned. Fly ball. Martin camps underneath it. Pull it down. So 2 up, 2 out. But we've sung that song a couple times.
We don't talk too much about it.
Yeah, we had 2 quick outs and found ourselves with 2 guys in scoring position next. So
we'll let it go at that. Right now.
In fact, about this. All right, we got top of the order. This is Garrett Harker. Oh, he's going to step out. In the second, 2 outs. 2 guys left on base. In the third, 2 outs. 2 guys left in scoring position. In the third, went in order. And then in the fifth, 2 outs. 2 guys left on base. So this has not been a good trend. Not been a good trend. Here's ball 1 to Harker. Strikeout in the first. Singled on the 10th pitch of his at bat in the second. And he hit into the double play. There's a shot to McCarty. Oh, he can't.
He got time.
Yeah, it got away from him the first time. He had time.
Then.
But then he couldn't put a handle on the ball.
Pushed it around a little bit.
Yeah. So that's McCarty's second error of the day.
Yeah.
So just as we said, Shuby, that's 2 quick outs, and here we go. So.
The shortstop, Nick Nyes.
Yep, and Harker says he's too tough. He doesn't need a jack this time.
Yeah.
So bring up Nick Nyes. Nyes officially 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he swings on the first pitch. Somebody should be able to run underneath this one.
Martin's going to take control.
Martin takes charge, and that's
good job.
That is exactly. If for folks watching, youngsters, the person coming in on the play is a person who takes command of that situation.
Yeah.
He had a better look at it. McCarty's going back out, easier to stumble. Somebody going from another angle. That is absolutely Martin's job to come in and take that.
He did
play.
a really good job of handling that.
And you can hear him. You can hear him yelling. So he takes that fly ball, and the Athenians are out of it pretty quickly.
That's good to see because I think Andrew's a sophomore.
Yes.
He did some play. He played some last year as far as he did a lot of running for us.
Right.
And for him to come up and be in the left field this year for us.
Yep.
And to take charge like that's a good sign.
Yep.
He's going to be good at.
He has played well defensively all season long.
Yes.
He just has not been able to get his hitting to come around yet.
Yeah.
And when he gets he's being designated hit for tonight.
Yeah.
But when they don't happen, sophomores become juniors and juniors become better hitters, when he can put a bat on the ball more regularly, we'll see him.
Yeah.
He's going to anchor left field. He can do so for 2.5 more seasons.
Yeah.
And then and move himself up in the batting order a little bit. So
speed on the bases, that's just another weapon.
All right, let's see. Decker went pretty quickly through that at bat. 2, 3, 6, and 3 more is 9 pitches. So Decker only has 23 pitches in 2 innings of work. Cam had 26 in the first inning by himself. So more efficient. But when it's a little colder and the batting order has gone through this thing several times, it's a whole different look. Cam Saunders is the batting hero and is in line to pick up the win if Decker can get Lebanon out in the 7th inning. Saunders takes the first pitch outside. Cam had a big double to the right out to the 350 sign in right center field that drove in 2 runs that really pushed things differently. Well, there's a seven hopper down that
that's going to be fair. Stayed fair.
That's a screaming single. A screaming single that went 35 feet. So that gives Cam another hit. Give him the infield. Thank goodness they didn't cut the grass today. Base hit. But that gives Crawfordsville their leadoff hitter on, and that will bring Jake Decker up. Decker is 0 for 2, called strikeout, and on 5-3.
Can't probably be that third time like that. Right before the foul on third time.
Oh, yeah. Said Mr. Decker said it's happened 3 times that Cam has used that infield grass.
We have the record.
We had, I think that pitch hit the catcher. I think that's out.
Yeah.
Decker offered on the sacrifice bunt and missed it, and then the pitch, and then the pitch hit Nastev, glanced off an arm, a leg, or a knee, or anywhere somewhere that didn't have a pad on it. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts in the cold.
Oh yeah,
it hurts when it's warm. Much less when it's cold. Runner goes. Wow, that was absolutely that pitch was stolen. Stolen on the pitcher. Harker was set. All of a sudden, starts into his motion at an extra half kick. Yep, and Decker didn't even have to bunt. He didn't have to bunt. He didn't have to get out of the way. But he was a called strike.
Yeah,
so he's down 0-2. But Saunders has he's easily stole second base. Foul ball. I think it stayed in the softball field, but I'm not but way down by that fence. Welcome to Indiana. Yesterday was shirt sleeves, and today it looks like it's a Bears game.
Yeah.
0-2. Called third.
Strike.
That up and out pitch has been a strike all day.
Yeah.
So
got to go out and get it.
Here comes Coach Cosgrave.
Yeah.
So that is telling me, it must be right at a pitch count because that's 91. Oh, it's 95.
95.
So the 100 plateau.
Okay.
Has got to be it if he's going to pull hard.
Yeah.
Or it could be just a strategy meeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, for Crawfordsville, Saunders is showing off his beautiful hair out at second base with his helmet off. He's out there with 1 out. Jake Decker just struck out. This is Cale McCarty coming up. I would imagine if you're Lebanon, you're not going to be terribly concerned about, say, here, throw some fastballs by this guy.
Yeah, he's staying in.
Yep. So this was a strategy meeting.
Yeah.
The shortstop, Cale McCarty.
1 on, 1 out. Bottom of 6. Crawfordsville up 4-1 in Sagamore Conference baseball action here at the complex. Called strike. Ooh, all right, that ball came from the warm-up guys. I thought, where did that ball come from?
Yeah, they had Austin down there.
Well, that throw would have caught.
Yeah, that would have been close.
Would have caught Cam, but the throw was up and away. Saunders gets a decent lead. Kick. Swing and a miss. McCarty grounded out and fouled out his first 2 trips to the plate. 0-2 from the stretch. Same spot. Same spot as Decker. Exact same spot. That pitch has been a strike all day long.
Yep.
Cale's
kind of backing out of there for some reason. He's not sure what the pitcher's throwing.
Yep. So that puts 2 quick strikeouts on the board. That is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 Ks now for Harker. Coons takes a strike. Harker has thrown 8 strikes in a row now. He is not messing around.
Another one.
That's another one, yep. Something tells me there won't be a waste pitch here either. Something inside, maybe a little up. See if he can get him to bite on it.
Yeah. Or right down there.
Or just I think it had a little drop on it. But anyway, 3 quick strikeouts for Harker. Boy, he's out of that inning in a hurry. The Athenians have a leadoff single by Saunders, but Saunders got to watch 3 guys strike out in a row, so no runs and a hit, no errors, and he's left. 2, 6, 9, 12. Harker gets over 100, but just barely, 101. And if the Tigers don't score, that's where he'll finish.
Right.
With 101 pitches. So Jake Decker is in to see if he can close the door here on keeping Crawfordsville undefeated in the Sagamore Conference. The Athenians 10-3 overall, 5-0 in the conference. And the Tigers 6-4, 3-1 in the conference. Crawfordsville the only undefeated team left in the Sagamore. A win today would give them a 2-game lead in the loss column over Lebanon. And let's see, I got the standings here.
Got Danville in there.
Danville is at 3-1, and they who beat South? Who do we say beat South today? Webo.
Yes.
Okay, so Webo gets their first conference win. Southmont falls to 3-3 in the league. Lebanon is 3 outs from falling to 3-2, and Danville's got Tri-West today. At Tri-West.
Tri-West. Okay.
So we will see how all that shakes loose. I'm sure everybody, I tell them to check the Journal Review tomorrow morning, but they can check 75 social media spots. Scores and updates everywhere well before that. But you still catch the Journal Review. That's no problem at all. We don't mind that a bit. Or journalreview.com. There, tie all together.
There you go,
Somewhere electronic. So Jake Decker has 23 pitches, so he is cruising along. So he can keep himself eligible to pitch on any day the rest of the week if he can stay. I think it's stay under 40 here. So he's got about 17 pitches to use. He'll face the 3-4-5 here for the Tigers. Michael Reese. Steve Reich on a foul tip. Reese reached on the error and and so far has been the only Lebanon score. That one's in the dirt. Reese also struck out and was the first batter that Decker faced in the 5th inning. And he had a fly ball out to shortstop. 1-1. Little sidearm there. He looks like he uses that about every 4th or 5th pitch? Sort of thing? Usually pretty effective, especially if you're a hitter watching his arm. There's one. He shouldn't have gone sidearm on that one.
On that one.
That is going to go all the way to the fence. That's going to get Reese 2 bases.
2 bases,
Quick
lead
throw in.
Double.
Yep, leadoff double. Yep. Reese saw that pitch one too many times. He just turned on it right on his heels and just blasted it down the left field line all the way to the 320 mark at the foul pole.
Got out there in a hurry.
Yeah, it sure did. It beat Martin to the fence, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So that puts Reese on second base. So he is on for the second time today. That is the 4th Tigers hit. This is Nastev, who also had a single in that 1st inning. Takes a strike. Ground ball out, fly ball out. They're 2 times up for Nastev. And this is going to take a hurry.
It's down.
That's going to flare out. Actually, McCarty's going to go out and pick that up in short center field. So the Tigers have got something started here.
Yes, they do.
1st and 3rd, nobody on. Top of 7. Jared French. He doubled his last trip up off of Decker. He doubled out about to the Crawfordsville sign out there in left center. He had reached on the fielder's choice and struck out his other 2 trips. I'm going to bring Rhett Welliver out for a chat. This is not a strategy chat. This is a pitching chat.
There's no number 9. on the lineup submitted to the press box.
Well, there you go. So we have a pinch runner. And Dave Raynard, very well. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have a. He doesn't have a lineup. He doesn't have a program. Number 9 is Colton Bogan. 9 Bogan, courtesy runner in the 7th. So Nastev gets on base, and Bogan, is running for him at first.
The center fielder is Jarrett French.
So French, as we mentioned, doubled last time up. That was off of Decker, and now has, and also was out twice. Oh, now comes Coach Froge.
Yeah.
He sent somebody down to start loosening up. He doesn't have anybody nearly ready to throw.
No.
Oh, he's taking the ball.
Yeah, he's going to bring Austin Warren in.
Okay.
He had Warren in there earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warming up, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a safe situation. And and Warren could throw a couple, if he can get an out or two. So 34 Warren.
Yeah, okay, what's that going to do? That's going to bring Carson Scott to third.
Right. Kellerman stays there.
And I think number 2, is that Austin Moats?
That is true.
Yes, he's coming into second.
So Moats will go play second base.
Decker will go back to
the outfield. He'll go back to right. And Saunders will probably move to center.
I think he'll go left.
Left,
and then my guess. I think they'll leave Blackburn
at center, and then Andrew Martin will move. Andrew Martin will come out.
Yeah, Andrew. I saw him run off. So
yeah.
I think we got that straight.
Okay.
We have your attention. The new pitcher for Crawfordsville is number 34, Austin Warren. Number 5, Carson Scott.
Warren
Now at third base.
Yep. Warren, as we said, certainly expect to pitch on Thursday at Lebanon.
Yeah.
So.
And number 2, Austin Moats, enters the game at second base.
So that will pull Decker out of the save situation. The save now can fall to Warren, if it happens. If the Athenians can, get these outs and get out of this mess. Yep. So Shub, the 3 different times, Crawfordsville got 2 Lebanon outs, and then all of a sudden they got a bunch of guys on base.
Yeah.
Well, now this inning, now they got the first 2 guys on base.
Yeah.
Let's see if they get some outs.
A little different, yeah.
Yeah, see if we get some outs. So again, this is Jarrett French, top of 7, 2 on, nobody out. Ball's down. French on the season, a .250 hitter, 6 hits and 3 RBIs. Foul or pushes one foul down the right side, evens the count at 1-1. He was behind on the swing just a little bit, but he was behind on it enough. It would have been really effective if that would have fallen fair. That would have scored 2 probably. But it evens the count at 1. Nothing but a long strike. Pitch.
Well, we'll score 1, but we'll
score
get 1.
We'll take the out. 1 to 3 on the out and the RBI. Runners advance. Bogan moves to second base. He's the courtesy runner. And Reese scores his second run of the game. He has scored both Lebanon runs. So that brings Drew Cosgray up.
Drew Cosgray.
1 out and the runner on second.
So we're going to miss. Cosgray reached on an error, walked, and got hit by a pitch. So he officially is 0 for 1. Has not scored. Has not driven in any runs. Warren kicks, fires up. Guy on the bench over there, let it hit you. It's easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Fastball like that would hurt in this cold to hit you.
Yes, it would.
Up, check swing, 2-1. Tigers heading to the bottom of the batting order, so much like most high school teams, those 7, 8, 9 guys, you cross your fingers for an occasional hit here and there. This is a chopper. Going to fall foul in the Crawfordsville bullpen. Evens a count at 2-2. Although the next guy up for the Tigers, Moore, is their leading RBI guy. So I'm sure that Coach Cosgray and the Tigers would love nothing more than to get a guy on and take a shot with him. Foul ball. That's headed. That's bounced over in the running track. Count stays at 2-2. As I mentioned earlier, I'm expecting Cosgray to be pitching for the Tigers on Thursday in the conference game over there. Ball inside, runs it full. Big pitch here. Foul ball. That was the 7th pitch. So again, another guy and Cosgray went 8 pitches before he walked in the 3rd inning. So this will be his second at bat with 8 pitches.
8 pitches. Yeah.
Foul ball. Ooh, that's off of. Whose helmet did that get? That got Kevin's. That got the home plate umpire's
That's what I
helmet.
thought. Yeah. Yeah.
He's just going to need. He needs a couple of conferences.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now Cosgray will get his 9th pitch. Chopper to the side, third base, throw. Oh no, that throws a mile up.
Nice save
That was a great save by Kellerman.
Kellerman saved the run for now.
Yep. Wow, that throw took off. That throw took off out of his hand.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Decker that was his first opportunity over there at third base.
Yeah.
And just launched it up into the sky. So that's first and third. Now the tying run is at first base.
Just one out.
Yep. Jonathan Moore takes a strike. As I said, Moore is the leading RBI guy. He has he's one of 2 guys with 5 RBIs coming into today. So swing and a miss. Quick 0-2. Yeah, this is the guy you really want out because then you can work with 8 and 9 in the batting order. This is Warren on the mound. Puts it in play. Could it be 4, 6? Not in time.
No.
Beats the wrap at first, so a fielder's choice and an RBI for Moore. But Crawfordsville trades the run for the out. So that's 2 runs in to make it 4-3. 2 outs. And the number 8 hitter
The right fielder, Michael O'Connor.
Up for the Tigers. This is O'Connor. 0 for 3. Ground ball to first. Fly out to right. Ground out to short. Warren from the stretch. Up and out. So Decker finished with 29 pitches. Maybe one of the reasons that Coach pulled him right there, because that puts him foul ball off of the leg. He is completely open to play on Thursday.
Right. Yeah,
if he got to 40 pitches or something like that, he may have to sit out. May have to sit out a game or miss a game. So,
well.
And Warren. There's a little flare out to right. Oh no. He misplayed it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He misplayed it.
Yep.
Wow. So that puts runners at first and third.
First and third.
Yep.
2 out.
Well, I thought he was a little. Well, actually, it was Decker out there. That was.
What do we got here, Deb?
Yep.
We got number 15.
Lebanon is number 15, Brayton Bowen.
15. Let me get that here real quick. Brayton Bowen. Not on our sheet.
Not
on
is
our
it?
sheet. That's what Dave said.
Yeah.
Pinch hit in the 7th. Well, it's a big moment.
Wow.
Big moment for a guy who's not on the roster. He's hitting from the left. Tying runs 90 feet away. Line in the pitch. Oh, called strike. Well, that low strike has been there all day. And timeout. Coach Welliver is going out to discuss something with Warren.
Athenian fans, mark your calendars. These same two teams will be back in action Thursday evening in Lebanon. First pitch, 6 p.m.
Just as Dave
We will
said.
also be right back here Friday night, 6 p.m. We host the Benton Central Bison, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. the Covington Trojans.
So there's that. Conference done. One strike on the pinch hitter Bowen. Runners on. There's a call strike. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Top of 7. The end of the game is one pitch away if the one pitch can happen.
Yeah.
Warren down. Just a little low.
A little low.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The top of the Tiger order is on deck.
On deck, yeah.
Pitch. Mile high. Yeah.
Josh is taking charge out there.
Blackburn says, I'll take that.
I'll take it.
And that is the end of that. So, well, that got a little scarier.
Yes, it did.
A little scarier than it should have. The Tigers with 2 runs on 3 hits. Started with that leadoff double. There was 1 big Crawfordsville error and 2 guys left on base. So our final box score, Mr. Schubert, is going to be the Tigers 3 runs on 6 hits, 3 of them in that last inning.
Yeah, they out-hit us.
Yeah, there were 4 Crawfordsville errors. 7, 9, 10, 12 left on base. So the Tigers come up just a tick short. 4 runs, a big 3rd inning for the Athenians. 4 runs on. I got 6 hits for us also.
Oh, okay.
So it's
5 out there.
Yeah, and then just one Lebanon error, and 2, 3, 4 Athenians left on base. So Cam Saunders will pick up the win, and Austin Warren will pick up the save, and Gannett Harker will pick up the loss as he goes the entire distance pitching for the Tigers. So a big win for Crawfordsville. Every win's a good win. Every conference win is a big win. And, they just kind of had to figure out a way to get it done, and they did. So
they did, yes.
Kudos to Crawfordsville, and looking forward to a big game on Thursday. And then, as we said, big game Friday, big game Saturday. Mike Schubert.
Yeah, good way to start the week.
You betcha.
When you have a tough schedule like this week, you come out and get that first one.
Touche. Always want to win at home. Always want to win at home. Thanks so much for your time and help.
Yes.
Hey,
it's a pleasure.
You betcha. There are no problems at all. Let's do it again sometime. The Athenians go to 11-3 on the season, 6-0 in the Sagamore Conference, maintain their hold on first place with a 4-3 win over Lebanon this afternoon at the Athenian Complex. For our entire broadcast crew, Justin Duggar and Mike Schubert, I'm Jeff Nelson saying thank you very much. We'll see you again at another ball game.
We sure will. Good night.